Hello, my name is Victory Nkuka. You're welcome again to my channel. A million thanks to all my returning subscribers. You guys are really amazing. And if you're seeing my face for the very first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. In this channel, I share information that relates to how to relocate to come overseas and also how you could settle quickly and smoothly when you come over to the UK, most especially because I'm in the UK. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the most important thing you need to do when you arrive in the UK. Like the 11 most important thing you must do. The truth is that when you do this thing, it makes settling much easier for you, because I can admit that it takes a toll on lots of us to settle. So some of these things are as a result of research, and the volume of them is due to my experience staying in the UK. Yes, so please stay tuned to the end and pay rapt attention, mostly for the newbies in the UK. This is especially for you, in courtesy of some of my friends that recently moved over to the UK. So please listen attentively and try to watch to the end so that you can get the gist. And remember to give this video a thumbs up, because definitely it's going to be insightful. So let's go into the main gist of the day. The first thing you need to know, the first thing you need to do when you arrive in the UK, is to get a UK SIM. A UK SIM card. Some persons are lucky to get a UK SIM card when they go for their biometrics in visa application centers in their country. They are lucky to get a UK SIM card. I wasn't part of them. I wasn't lucky to get at that time. So when you come over to the UK, make sure you have a UK SIM card. One of the reasons why you should have this is because it's cheaper to make national calls. When I mean national calls, now calls within the UK, it's cheaper to make national calls, and you can be able to connect with different persons when you come over to the UK. Then you can as well leave your WhatsApp number to be your home country's number, because making international call is definitely more expensive. For instance, I relocated from Nigeria, and my mobile providers, they had roaming services, but it was really too expensive to roam if you want to call internationally. So it's best to leave your former number, that's the number you had in your home country, as your WhatsApp number, so you can easily call them through WhatsApp, and you can even use free Wi-Fi to make such calls. So that's one thing about SIM card. But you need to get your UK SIM. You're already in the UK, so most of the calls you are going to be making is within the UK. And when you want to do other things, like I will talk about today, you still need a phone number to present. Don't be like me. Let me tell you a story. When I came over to the UK, my company actually arranged for a taxi driver to pick me up at the airport. So I was so excited, okay, and they sent me the mail. They sent me the number, and it's a UK number. I don't even know what was going on in my head. I didn't know if I don't just know what was going on in my head. If I thought I would use my Nigerian number to call that particular number. But I saw the phone number, I wrote it down, everything. You know what happened? When I got to Heathrow, London Heathrow Airport, I was trying to use my phone. I found that everything was just blank. The network was saying no network. And it was then in reality dawned on me that it's my MTN number I had. For you in Nigeria, you know what MTN is. If you're watching from other countries, maybe your Ghana number, as the case may be, or your country's number. Let's leave it simple and short like that. That's when reality dawned on me, and I was really stressed out trying to look for who will help me reach my driver. And the summary of it was that I missed my driver, could not locate me. I could not locate him. I now had to send a mail to my international recruiter, and I pleaded with her that I could not call the driver. So she called the driver with her UK number. The driver said he has already gone. He has left the airport because he did not see me. He did not hear from me. Just imagine. Yes. So, and some of these persons are not on WhatsApp. You can't say, okay, let me put it on WhatsApp and call. Please try to. Another thing, while saying this story, I remember a tip I should just give to you. If you are in the airport and you fall into my category, learn to always put on your Wi-Fi. If you put on your Wi-Fi, you'll be able to you'll be able to reach some people on WhatsApp that can be of help to you. There is the Heathrow hotspot is free, so you can just turn in your Wi-Fi and you'll be able to connect to it. Then the next thing you need to do when you come to the UK is to settle accommodation. So the second point is to settle your accommodation. If you're coming on a work visa, sometimes you may be very lucky to have your employer give you 1 to 3 months accommodation. Don't feel relaxed. I beg you, don't feel relaxed. As soon as possible, if you can even start looking for accommodation on that day one, it won't be a waste, because it takes a lot to look for accommodation. You can actually register for alert in sites like Spare Room. That's how you could get accommodation quick. You can register for alert. You need to pay some a stipulated fee, not so expensive though. So you'll be able to reach out to many of the landlords like that. The other site you can search for accommodation online, like Zoopla. If you're a student, you are coming in, you can start searching from your home country so that you get settled before coming. But please, before paying, be wary of paying. Try to see it first, or try to let them do a virtual tour, because some of these houses, they look so big, the pictures, but when you come here you find out that it's very small. So please, before you pay, try to at least let somebody here do a tour for you, or you do a virtual tour at least. Yes, so that's for accommodation. The essence of getting accommodation is very important. Most employers will not employ you if you don't provide proof of address. And there are lots of things like opening a bank account and lots of things you will do that you need to provide them with your address. So please, don't take this serious. That's the next thing you need to do to help you settle with ease. Then the third thing I'm going to be talking about when you come over to the UK, what you should do is to collect your BRB card. BRB card is a short form of Biometric Resident Permit card. This card enables them to know that you have a legal right to work and stay in the UK. You know, when you actually got your visa, there is a visa page that is on your passport. That will only last you for 90 days. After that, you will need to provide an evidence why you should stay in the UK for 3 years or 5 years or 2 years, as the case may be. So what you need at that time is that your biometric resident permit card. That's what you will use as your identity as you go, and you will use it to do lots of application, even bank. You will use it to open your bank as well. And another benefit of having a BRB card, for some visa type like skilled worker visa, you have your national insurance number at the back of it. Most employers in UK, you pay tax, and in UK you pay national insurance. If you don't have this number, you'll be required to apply for it. That if you didn't come with the visa category that has it at the back, you'll be required to apply for it. I will leave the link in the description box, the link that you can use to apply for your national insurance number. So, haven't said that about collecting your BRB card. Okay, let me just mention this before I leave this third point. You can collect it in post office. That is being stated in the letter that was given to you when you got your visa. So just check there, you find it. And please, when you get it, scan the back and the front. The both of them are very important. It's a very important document, and I don't always advise you take it when you are going everywhere. Please, it's only when it's requested you should bring it out, so that you don't misplace it. And there are sometimes eventualities of life. If you misplace it, there is a code in the paper that you'll be given when you are handed the BRB card. Please don't misplace that paper. The paper is given to you when you get your visa. There's a code there. That code will help you retrieve it. Please always keep all your documents. If you are in UK, there's no document that is a waste. Don't throw anything. In 10 years time, they will ask you for one same document. I've asked people that have been here for long. They always emphasize, keep your document, get a good folder, keep them. So let's leave it simple and short. The next thing you need to do when you come over to the UK is to open a bank account. There are online banks you can open. Banks like Revolut, Monzo, SweetMe. You can open any of them. Just check what the advantages they have and their disadvantages. I use Revolut. I can leave the link for you in the description box so that you can use the link to download your Revolut, and then it's a good online bank. And as well as online bank, open a physical bank like Barclays, NatWest. Some of these forms, some of them, they will allow you to open. Their forms are online. You open it online, then you complete other stuff within the branch. Don't forget to do this. No employer will pay you your pounds into an international account. Like for instance, if you are from Ghana, they won't pay your salary into your Ghana account. They must pay it in a pounds account. So please try and open your account as soon as possible and send the details to them. Then the next thing after opening your account, that's the fifth thing you need to do, is to register with a GP. Most especially when you are coming with children. Don't postpone this. The UK healthcare system if you don't register with the GP, it will be very difficult for them to see you. For instance, if you fall sick and you need the attention of a doctor, they won't give you an appointment if your name is not on the register, and it takes sometimes 1 week to 2 to process it. So please, as soon as you're settled, try and register with a GP. How will you? Just search GP surgeries near me, so you will find the one that is closest to your house. Then you can fill in their form online, and then you will be required to come in physically to bring some of the document like proof of address, so that they will know if you are really around the locality, and maybe bank statement. So you go in and you supply it, and within 1 or 2 weeks they will process it. And when you need an appointment, mostly children, different things can just happen. You need the doctor's attention. Please try and do this so that you can also have your NHS number. Yes. Then after registering for the GP, another thing you need to do, if you are coming with children, please consider calling the council for your children's school. That's the next thing you should do. Consider calling the council for your children's school. You don't want a break in learning. They will ask you for their birth certificate, because there's the school here is by age. Less than 3 years are always at home, or maybe when they are up to 2 years they can attend preschool, but they have to be 3 years and above. So, and they will assign you to schools that are proximal to where you live. Please, don't try to delay this, because the earlier the better. You won't want your children to just be relaxed and later the break in learning. So just try to do this as soon as you can. Then the next point I'm going to be talking about is try to join a support group. This is very important. There are many support groups around you for children, for women, for men. They are just different support groups. Please try to join one. If you are coming as a healthcare assistant, you are working in a hospital setting, there is this support group that my husband belongs to, Unison. We don't always pray for bad things to happen, but sometimes in this country, there are times when they will accuse you falsely. It's these people that will defend you. For nurses, I belong to RCN. You pay a stipend per month to them, but these ones are there as a professional body to back you, to train you. Please try and join them. And most importantly, join a support. For me, I highly recommend religious support group. I'm a Christian and I belong to a church. There's so much benefit that you can get from a religious support group. Spiritually, emotionally, socially, otherwise. When I was looking for a house, it was really difficult. But the first house I and my husband got was through referral. The second one, when we got our child, and they were telling us that you can't stay in the studio with the baby. We were looking for a house at that time. We were almost stressed out. Thankfully, a church member referred us to where we are staying now. So there's some of these persons in the church, in your various religious groups, they have volume of experience. They've been in UK for a long time, and this is what you can leverage on to make settling become easy for you. Please don't hide. Don't hide in your room. Go to church. Don't hide in your room. Please join a support group. I belong to the children's center as well, where we take the different mothers bring their babies. I'll leave the link of a shot that I did when we were going to children's center. Do it to look at it as well. Please join support group. It's going to help you. There's so much information you get from them. Then after you've done that, the next thing you should do is to register with the electoral roll. I know some of you, where you are coming from, you don't like voting. So you are feeling like, why will I not go and register my name in an electoral roll? Please, it's more than important here, whether you want to vote or not, but get your name in the register. You know why? Because that's more like you're telling them that you are living in UK. It's a valid proof of address for you. It's a valid proof to say that, oh, you've been in the UK for this time. Another good thing is that when your name is there, it makes credit rating agencies to recognize you on time. And when you are staying in UK for a long time, you need your credit score to be high. You understand what I'm saying? For those that have been here for a while, they know what I'm saying. You can't afford to have a low credit score. So please, register your name under the electoral roll. You can do this on gov.uk website. Get yourself registered. Then the next point you need to know is to apply for your provisional driver's license. Whether you can drive or not, just do this. You know why? That ID card is very valid. For some of us that we are immigrants, you don't have a UK passport. And that's one major document when you are applying for something. They will ask you, do you have a UK passport? The alternative of this is provisional driver license or driver's license, because they have a photographic, they come with your image. So please, try to do this. And if you, and when you desire, you can start learning how to drive. Please try to do this. Then the last thing you should do, it's when you're coming on a dependent visa or a student visa, please get a job as soon as possible. I beg you, get a job as soon as possible, because the bills are not smiling. You have bills to pay, you have your rent, and you need to take care of yourself. You won't want to be living a lower life than you lived when in your country when you are coming. Please try to get a job as soon as possible. You can get some necessary app like LinkedIn that can help you search for jobs. Register your name under an Indeed, track jobs like that, so that you will be notified when jobs in your area pops up. And please, if you are now coming on a work visa, try to notify your employer as soon as possible that you already arrived in the UK. It's very important. Don't fail to do this. I don't know if you found it helpful at all. If you did, please subscribe. You're not paying any money to subscribe. Just try to subscribe. Try to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to other persons as well. Thank you so much for watching. Till I do another video. Bye.